Okay, I'm gonna go live. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, boys? And welcome back to Footy with an Edge. We get a huge win. We get a big win. I want to make sure I'm live. I think I'm live. Hopefully, I'm live. Yes, I'm live. Okay, we're live. Sorry, we got a huge win. Let's go, boys. It feels good. It feels good to be positive and be rewarded for that positivity. Let me just get rid of the timer here because the game's already over. Full time. Bang. Okay. Hopefully I'm good there. Are you guys seeing that? Okay. Yeah. All right. I got too much stuff going on, but who cares? We did it. We did it. Big win for us. And, big win for the positivity brigade, man. Because so many people want to be negative. So many people want to be like, oh, I'm right because Amorim sucks and the team sucks and the players suck. Hold that. Hold that. Okay. Seriously. Hold that and take another serving of that because you need to hold it. I need to work on my comebacks, but you guys can see I'm excited, and we're excited that you guys are here, man. We had a banging live stream. We had 26 gifted memberships in that stream, and you guys are all legends, man. Abhishek, Nightwing, Shaylen, obviously Goat as always. It was fantastic, dude. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. How are we feeling, Rishi?
I think I've said everything I had to say, dude. I'm just so happy that it was worth staying up till 3:45 in the morning for this match because we played well enough. And of course, we are still a work in progress for the longest time. But I'm happy with the result. I'm happy for the fans. I'm happy for this community because we've stayed positive in the toughest of times and we all deserve this, right? I'm pretty sure Amorim's going to dedicate this win to the fans who've had us back for the longest time. So I'm glad that we have something positive and it's going to be a good day because after we wake up tomorrow, we're still going to have like some good content to consume. We're not going to be negative. Social media is still going to be on Liverpool's back because if we had drawn this game, like at halftime, they were already putting out they were like, stop the
Getting ready
presses.
with the
We're not going
banners.
with the Salah
Yeah,
story.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
not going with the Salah story. We're going with the Amarim story. So
We have a
yeah,
super chat from Thomas Lean one. He says Mount Everest, my favorite player. There we go, man. Perfect
awesome.
timing. When Rishi's talking, comes on and says Mount's his favorite player. But we'll leave it at that and go on to Shant. No response from
Yeah.
Rishi.
Yep. Well, guys, in the pre-match, everyone was saying, "Oh, guys, this is going to be a draw. This is a 1-1. Oh, I think we'll squeeze out 2-1." Who's the one that said, "Hey, guys, it's going to be at least 3-0, 4-1 at the worst"? I'll take it. I'll take
Wait,
it.
what? What is happening
Exactly.
behind?
I'm celebrating, man. I gotta hold it. I gotta hold it, man. I
No,
called
but
this.
did you make that happen? What just
Yes, I
happened?
did. I did. I did
Okay, what
indeed.
the hell? Freaking
Listen,
Voldemort over here, bro.
I've got. I'm
Dumbledore.
seeing
Dumbledore.
things.
I'll give you a nicer one.
I'm seeing things, guys. I'm seeing things. But in all, reality, Wolves are shit, guys. I'm sorry. Wolves were bad. That was the reason why I had such confidence. Our team is a lot better than what we esteem it to be if we're talking about the worst team in the league. But when it comes to how we are, and we're just stop looking and externalizing, it was a good opportunity for us to say, hey, there's no pressure on us to get up to the top four. We're just going to just kind of beat what's in front of us. And we did the job. That goal
I
from by
said the
Bellingham.
exact thing yesterday. I said the exact same thing yesterday. We don't have the pressure to be in top four, so we're going to do okay.
Yes, and we did. We did. Fair enough to the boys. They did well. Fair enough to Mount. I think that type of pressing intensity, that type of match intensity in the first half, regardless of the fact that they equalized in the extra time, uh, going into halftime, it was going to be something that we were going to see what was the minerals of this team made of. Because this could have easily been yet another Grimsby, yet another West Ham. But we had a goal from quality. We really showed that we smelled blood. We went for it. And it was time to make up some of that goal difference because I was getting sick and tired of just squeaky bum time and just getting things just at the last second.
Constantly 2-1 FC, 2-1 FC, Yeah. By the way, Shaylen just asked where this is. This game, I just pinned the link in the description, or in the chat. Sorry. So if you want to join it, Shaylen, please feel free to do so, and we'll bring you on, man. Absolutely, and that's what I appreciate, right? I appreciate guys who are proven right for their positivity, right? Not people that are proven right for their negativity. and more people in the fan base need to realize that. I feel like I'm like I've become the what's it called? The unappointed Dalai Lama of like Man United, trying to like preach the good way, the right way to live life and all that. Like, I'm not even that deep, guys. I'm actually critical of the club, critical of the players more often than not. How much have I criticized Cunha today because he kept holding on to the ball too long? But seriously, John Pye says 7 points from 4 matches, Andy. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Shaylen's here. Let's get him on. Shaylen, how are we doing, bro?
I am happy.
Let's
very,
go.
very happy. That was a good result. Suck it, Rishi. Mountain did great this game. No, I'm just in jest. You're my buddy. So.
Yeah, of course. No, go for it.
But yeah, no, this was great. I think,
bro, with 10 memberships, you can say whatever you want, man. I don't even care.
It's fine, but the crisis
Hey,
of John is fully
Shaylen, you give
hand,
Shaylen, you give 10 more. You give 10 more, Andy's gonna message you some more personal shit that you can go at me with.
I'll do it right now, man. I don't care. You think we love each other? Hell no. That's just for show.
Fine. Love it. But yes, look, the pressure's off on the team for at least this next match week, which is great. So,
guys, I'm telling you. Okay, I'm gonna do some big brain math over here, right? We beat Chelsea 2-1, right? And we deserve to beat them. They went and lost to Leeds and drew against Bournemouth. So we're playing Bournemouth next, which means we are a better team than Bournemouth.
No, even better. In the Club World Cup, Chelsea beat Real Madrid.
Yes, yeah,
and they are the world champions for the next 4 years. So yeah. I'm with Shaylen. I'm repping United. We are the best team in the world. We proved we could beat anyone. We won the XG game against Arsenal. I mean, no. Yeah. I mean, it's. I think when we start just focusing on match by match, we can be a little bit more even-keeled. Because the moment we start contextualizing things, the moment we start looking at how bad the losses were, and then looking forward, and then it's all doomsday. Yeah, of course. Like, next. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I'm glad it's not a half and half.
Boys. Let's go. I got this from Old Trafford 2023, the same time I got this ball.
Let's go, dude. I gotta see you keep you up easy with that now. No, but I'm of the belief that this team has not shown its quality yet. And even with this win, it's not showing where we truly need to be in the table. Guys, it's game week 14, or is it game week 15? I have to look at the table. I could probably do the math.
It's 15. It's 15.
Yeah, it's 15. So it's game week 15. We still have about 25 or 23 more rounds. Sorry, my math is not the greatest. 23 more rounds to decide who's going to be the Premier League champion and to pick up the spots.
John's like, we're playing 50 more games.
No, I'm like, what the?
No, he said my mouth is not the greatest.
No, my math. Math.
He said 21 is coming.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just saying. I'm waiting till the first of the next year before I say something might be happening. But I think we're still on for top 4 still. Even with the results we've had and looking forward with the outcome, I still think top 4 is a goal that we should
Thanks,
be going
Sean,
for.
you just made us lose the match at home against Bournemouth. Now
that
you said that,
sorry. Hey, if anyone needs someone to blame the next match for, I'll happily take it. But by the way, Bournemouth are shit too. So I think we need to be. Let's just enjoy this win. Let's wait until the middle of the week to start looking ahead, and just let's all point and laugh at Liverpool.
Hold on, Sean. We can't say Wolves are shit and Bournemouth are shit when we've been called a championship team. We've been called we have a championship manager apparently, right? And this was apparently relegation battle today and all this crap that we hear online, right? So we can't say the other teams are shit when we're expected to be shit every time.
Andy, it's the balance, because the Amorim outers and the people that are just, spewing their agenda, they're always going to say the players are much better than what they're putting out on the pitch. And the people that are overly positive are saying that, our players are suck. We need more time. We need another $1 billion. And the truth usually in everything lies somewhere in the middle. So I think based on where most well-informed pundits, most people that are estimating where XG comes from, what we could, reasonably see from a points perspective, put us at around 5 to 8. I personally think we're going to do better than that this season. I think we're going to grow into this form. And I do believe that we're better when we have a much more established focal point, a la Sheshko, or like we saw today, Cunha at the 9. I think you got to put a talisman up there. This league is way too strong to just have your players out there isolated on the wings. You got to have somebody that's able to know what the physicality demands and how
I'll say this, right?
are competed for. Yeah.
I'm about to go on my most positive rant yet, right?
Okay.
I'll say this. We were unlucky to not beat Arsenal or get a draw against Arsenal. We were unlucky to not get more against Fulham. We should have scored 5 against Burnley, right? Like the performance today actually technically should have been the performance against Burnley because they also got 2 crap goals. Against Chelsea, if Casemiro doesn't get sent off, we win that 3 or 4-0, right? Against Grimsby, if we don't have Onana and net, we're still in the League Cup, right? And we have so many other games where moments changed, moments went against us. Shaylen and I talked about this in the preview like 4 hours ago. How am I still here, bro? But anyways, and then we looked at the Brentford game where that guy should have been red carded. PGMOL came out after the game and said that he should have been red carded. It should have been the penalty should have been given much earlier. Bruno scores that. We at least draw that game. So many things have gone against us, and we were still sitting 2 points off 4th, right? And to top all of the results off, Cunha has not been at his best this season. Sheshko has been injured and missing. And Mbumo looks knackered for all the load that he has on him. Ahmad hasn't really kicked into gear. So when somebody says we could be in a title charge, like, listen, if those things went our way and we had these players playing a lot better, how good would we actually look, right? And okay, people, Amorim doubters would still say that's the players, bailing Amorim out or whatever. That's fine. Let's put that to one side. But in reality, we could and should be doing better if the players worked out, if some certain moments went for us. Just look at Villa. Villa is having the season that we are wishing we could have had, and we're doing better than them on underlying points basis. So
Villa in their first 5 game weeks were winless with 3 losses and 2 draws. They were at the bottom of the. They've won 9 out of 10. And beyond that, they're still wildly overperforming. We've not had that type of benefit based on our underlying. Fine. I'm not expecting that because if I were, we'd be top of the table and we'd be invincible.
Even today, we underperformed our underlying. We scored 4 goals, but still underperformed. But
then to kind of like match against you here, Rishi, based on the underperformance, based on what I think we should be. This game was spread out, in my opinion, due to the system. We matched up extremely well to them, and our patterns of play were replicatable, and they were getting into very, very deadly positions. We didn't see that against games like West Ham. We didn't, for the entirety of the match. Kind of obviously injuries derailed that and substitutions. We didn't see that in the Grimsby game. We didn't see that in all those games where individual errors cost us. So I think that's what gave us a lot of that positivity in the beginning of the year, because we were saying, dang, we look so good, but we're just throwing these games away. So you have to remember, when these players have more familiarity, it's just like in Football Manager. They have more confidence, they play with each other better, and they get those green links going. Then you're going to see a much better team. And that just comes with time. So even despite that, we were playing much better than the rate that I thought we were at the beginning of the year. Now, when we have an opportunity to beat up on some, shitters, excuse my French, we did. And that's okay. We should be able to do that and say that's something we should do. But we should also not get ourselves too down if we don't play up to snuff, because just like professionals, sometimes you go into the office and you just don't do well. Everything goes against your way. These are human beings as the rest of us. Just keep it down a little bit, guys, when you're calling for people out of a job, because this is a much bigger picture. There's a much bigger institution than that's going to be happening if you just chop and change managers and just send one player out because he's not performing that day.
Boys, hold on.
The energy for
Rishi, 1 second. Apparently, United have scored the 3rd most goals of all teams in the Premier League this season.
Whoa.
We're 3rd on the goals scored. When's the last time we did that? This has got to be part of the video today, guys. I'm going to make the video today after this call. It's going to be focused heavily on where we are. And listen, you can say we're conceding too many goals, but dude, we don't have a midfield. We have so many center back issues. We have so many we have wing back issues. Ahmad doesn't have any cover.
Forwards are missing from injury.
Yeah, Sheshko's been missing for how long? Cunha's been in the game, but been missing as well for how long? He still only scored 1 goal, Cunha, right? And we've scored 26 goals in the league, boys. I mean, come on. We got to get some likes on in the stream for that. I didn't even realize that, dude, because I'm looking at City. They have 35 goals. Arsenal have 28, and next after that is United at 26. And for everyone
if it was a blind ranking, I would have easily said Chelsea had more than us. I would have easily said Newcastle probably got more than us. I would have said Crystal Palace. I mean, God, they create so many freaking opportunities. You got Mateta doing a hat trick, even though he's the worst expected versus his XG.
Yeah.
So I mean, guys, again, our fixtures are getting easier, which is great, but we need to not play down to our opponents. We need to play where our level is. So I'm very relieved that it's not going to be another 7 days in the media cycle talking about how come he's not playing Manu, because I'll be honest, that was a pedestrian cameo. We can talk about that later. But you got to look, this whole system creates chances. This whole system creates goals. We're seeing it. We just have to see it for a prolonged period of time. We just have to let Amorim cook.
There we go.
Our next 5 games, if I'm not wrong, our next 5 games are Bournemouth, Newcastle, Villa, Leeds, and Wolves. Not in the same order, but I think Leeds is our 20th game. Wolves are the 19th. We're playing the 19th game is Wolves, and then I think there's Villa, Bournemouth, and Newcastle in whatever order. Bournemouth is next. So out of those 5 games, again, I think if we're looking at that run of 5 games, we should be getting 10 points. We should beat Wolves again easily, right? Wolves are there to be had. Bournemouth is there to be had. Villa and Newcastle is the only dodgy game I'm looking at. And even if we lose those 2, we should be getting wins in the other 3.
Yeah. Dart is here. Let's say hi to Dart, and then we'll go to Abhishek, get his thoughts first.
Can I be heard? Is this
yes.
Am I live? Yes.
Finally. How are we feeling, Dart?
Man, that first half was like, thank God it wasn't my TV. That's all I can say. I mean, that was brutal. That was one of the worst halves of football I've seen this year. I thought, I was like, of course we're going to play down to these idiots today. Like, they're so vulnerable. It's like we're all within 18 yards of their it's like, somebody score. You know, like, I couldn't believe how bad it was. The passing, there just seemed to be like it was the mirror opposite.
Well, we were, so to be fair, we were, I would say we were half a second to a second behind where we should have been. Is somebody, Rishi's going to log off. Okay. We'll get somebody else in.
Cheers, Rishi. Thank you.
Yeah. Cheers, Rishi. We'll bring Varun into the show. Varun, you're live if you want to come back on camera. I saw you waiting with the camera below. But yeah, Dart, I think we were half a second to a second behind the game a little bit, right? And should we have, I think, so here's the thing I want to say, right? Game state impacts players when they're playing the game more than you would believe, right?
Sure.
So if Dalot scores that goal in the 7th minute, I think we see the second half performance in the first half.
Yeah.
Right? Well, because I think we go into halftime 3-0 or something like that, and then it makes a big difference. Whereas we miss a few chances, a few players are having a poor touch or not executing properly. In fact, I'll go a step further. I don't think Everton were that much better than Wolves. Right. Everton were actually pretty bad. People tend to forget because it was 10 men and all that. But Everton couldn't string 2 passes together to get into the final third. They were much better defensively. I'll give you that. But going forward, I think Wolves and Everton probably at par. I don't think West Ham was that much better than Everton defensively, right? So there's been a lot of games that have had similar game states where we screw up our chances and then it ends up being a poor showing for United, or we don't get the result, and then it starts to feed the negativity. You saw how upset Amorim was after the West Ham game. I think he would have been equally upset had we not won this game today, right? So yes, first half was poor, but we have to say we're not good enough to be good for 2 halves. Like we've seen that from this team. So at least we got one good half to win the game. Yeah, exactly.
Well, but you see, though, I think one thing that we've yet to get straight as a team, because, and maybe that's just due to the overall quality of the squad, is that we're not only are we uneven on our like ability to play coherently, but we're also lacking a mentality evenness. Like we're not attacking the games in the same fashion. I think that's one of the parts that's frustrated Amorim from the beginning, which is like you saw the first half. It's like there is a tentativeness, a slowness to the play, like where some games we came out like we did in the second half and just start to blow. An obviously bad team, we start to blow them away. And it's almost like they have to be talked into like, these guys are shit. Like, get out there and fucking score some goals, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of good play today once we sort of screwed our head on. But that first half was like TV breaking frustration. Like it was like, especially because you said like we're just a little bit off, but then the being a little bit off, I feel like is more of a tentative because obviously Bruno he scored from a quarter chance. That's not even a half chance. That's a quarter chance.
Well, Cunha put the ball behind him, right? So example of the first half. But Dart, let me just go to Abhishek. And Abhishek, come on, give us some positivity from the second half. Dart's covered the first half. Let me see some excitement here. Abhishek, it's like 3 a.m. almost for Abhishek in the morning. So he's not quite at Rishi's level, but 2:30 a.m. There we go. Give us some positivity, man. How are we feeling?
Oh, absolutely gunned up, man. Like I'm talking a little low, but I'm absolutely gunned up from inside. Like this was, I think in the last match, last late night match, I just quit the stream, and I was sitting in the silence for the next 30 minutes. I was not here live, right? Sorry for that. I think it was the Everton game. The last late night.
By the way, so sorry. We got a super chat saying this is an excellent birthday present from United to me. Just want to enjoy the win. By the way, been following this channel for some time. Great job. Happy birthday, bro. And honestly, 4 goals from United. When's the last game we actually did that? Was that Everton 4-0 last year? Yeah. Like almost a year ago was the last time we would have scored 4 goals. So that's awesome, dude. Probably. Awesome. Happy birthday for Karuna, if I'm getting the name right. And please like his super chat as well. Please wish him happy birthday, and thank you for supporting the channel, man. Abhishek, please continue.
Yep. So yeah, I think most of the points covered up like by folks, but yeah, like that Mount's run for that amazing goal. Never saw him coming. Like no one really expected running him for that particular goal, but he's really showing up in these intense moments. Showed up against Palace. He talked about that goal in an interview. Like Bruno gave him the call all of a sudden, and he turned up and he put that goal back into the net. And he did that same. No one expected him to come for this particular goal, and he just came from nowhere and put that into the back of the net. So pretty good play, cooking up by Amorim. I think there are a lot of good plays. We have seen a lot of we are becoming that set piece FC, beating Arsenal to their own game. There are a good number of set pieces being or like a good number of plays being sort of practiced up, and we can see that happening in set plays, in ball coming up from the sides to the center. So there are good things being cooked up, and like you mentioned, Andy, like we are third in goals that we are scoring in this league. It shows up. We definitely need some good hands in the midfield, good reinforcements in the midfield. But man, oh man, like this was a good performance and like against an underwhelming team, and which we should like Sean mentioned, like we should keep this momentum against the low block teams. Like Everton was very hard to crack with those 2 tall defenders, Tarkowski and Keane. And we will get these kind of challenges as well in the future. We just need to make sure that we are cracking those challenges and putting the games to giving them good justice.
Yeah.
But
I just want to say we are 15 games in, like Sean reminded us. We're 15 games in, which means Wolves has played 14 other teams than United. Correct? Am I doing the math right there?
Mhm.
They have lost so many shots. Like, yeah, I got it right. They have lost so many games this season. Yet the only other team to beat them by 4 goals was Man City at the opening day of the season. So, people want to talk shit about United as much as they want. Oh, it was only Wolves. Oh, how crap are they? But guys, there are 14 other teams that have played them, right? And Arsenal are playing them next week, I believe. And we did the job against them, and we did it well, right? I want to see the second half stats here for a second. Hold on.
And by the way, the goal they got was a pretty stretchy one. Like the goal scorer had to stretch and get that
Completely.
one. Like, yeah, it was not.
Completely
an easy
agree
one
with
for
you.
them. Yeah, it was
Abhishek,
not.
like I think people are kind of like, people look at that first half from like a results perspective and say, God, that was so shit. That's like when you kind of like zoom down and you calm down like the good teams do, they have that like inevitability of knowing that, all right, we're creating enough chances, we're putting the ball into the right patterns, and we're linking up well. Just a little rustiness from Mbumo, Cunha just not really getting the best touches here and there. Those things kind of, when you have better quality talent, and there's not some type of crazy game state change like a red card that just completely destroys the game. This game was always I was in halftime. I was like, guys, I'm comfortable. Like I'm not sure like what's going on and like what the fur is. But like we always said, this team has a soft underbelly too. So I can understand the trauma of games in the past with the Evertons and with the other teams that you think to yourself, oh God, here we go again. So no, I mean it's a good thing.
One second, Abhishek. I just want to say that I'm imagining what Amorim said to the players in halftime, right? And I feel like whatever instruction he gave him must have been what we associate with Ancelotti a lot, right? Which is he just stays calm under pressure. He never gets too excited, never gets too cold. He manages a lot of superstars and they respect him because everything you hear from him, he's always just like, listen, you guys are better. They've got a lot of space in behind them. They're making mistakes. They can't string passes together. Their midfield is too open. And we can get space in behind them. And that second half, what kept happening time and time again, their back three was exposed, right? Like it was whatever, mint with a hole, midfield with a hole. And so that made a big difference for us. I just want to go to Varun here because he's been patiently waiting. Varun, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
We're great, man. Excited. I pulled a scarf out, bro. I don't think I've ever worn this before.
I almost feel bad saying anything because I'm not as positive as everyone else, but I almost feel I'm a bit of a downer here. But I mean, for me, it was, I don't know, what's that meme? Stoppable object meets movable force. That's how I looked at it, to be honest. I mean, I'll take the win. 4 goals, great. Last time we did that was that a few weeks ago against Brighton. So it's good to see that we can do that twice in one season, score more than 4 or score at least 4. But I don't know. I think today what different was like in the second half. Like I think someone might have been you, Sean. Was listening to you say this. We stuck to the plan, right? Whatever the system is, whether you like it, you don't like it, whatever. But at least we stuck to the system. We didn't go down to the level of Wolves, and we didn't start playing like them. And that brought us the win, which is good. But when we're looking ahead towards games, the only thing that's going to change is the confidence level of these players, right? The system, I mean, I think we can all agree is going to be the same the next few games. The preparation on how we approach the next few games is going to be the same, regardless of who the opponent is. So all that is going to be the same. Am I optimistic about that? Not really. But at this point, I don't really know what to expect from this club. So I'll just take every game as it comes and go from there. But some good. Mason Mount, by the way, what a finish! What a finish that was. That
really
too, like
cultured finish from again, like our game state. We were just pounding it, we put him under the cosh, and that delivery was just like what? To see the run, no even chance of offside there. You just said, "Wow, that's what a pick." So
there are things like with this squad, when and they've been even in games when you start to see these players like play closer together, you start to see that chemistry build out quite a lot more. Like Ahmad and Mbeumo, Mount, Cunha, Bruno. There was a game 2 games ago. It was like I think. It was a Crystal Palace where it was Xerxes and Mbeumo started playing much closer together, and we started seeing a lot more patterns come out. And I like that. I want to see more of that. Part of me thinks Amorim doesn't like that because he keeps he's positionally rigid, you know, and an era where man marking is the new thing. We're kind of playing into everyone's hands by being positionally rigid. So, and that's not just my theory. That's what I see, right, in games. Like, it's easy to man mark us out of games. That's why we struggle to break low blocks, because that's what a low block does. So I want to see more attacking patterns. I want to see a bit more differentiation on how we create chances, because right now all I see is cutbacks and crosses. Actually, not now. This has been like 14 months in, and we still see cutback and crosses.
Yeah, but Varun, to be fair, cutbacks and crosses is what Man City under Pep did, like the prime Man City. Like they did a lot of cutbacks and crosses, like not crosses necessarily, but the cutbacks.
Yeah.
And I know, like, I think FB Ref counts cutbacks as crosses as well.
No, and that's completely fine. I'm not saying don't do cutback and crosses, but it's how you do it, right? Man City get into settled possession. You know, they have the rest defense, they have everything set up, and then, you know, you can do cutbacks, you can do crosses, balls into the box, whatever. But that's not the only thing that they do. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of central progression involved. There's a lot of different methods of chance creation, and I feel like we're still not seeing that yet. You know?
I think what you're saying is true, but then you have to also factor in that you know, we have players that settled possession has not been their strong suit, or like, how do you retain the ball, and then how do you like
no, I'm not saying, like, you know.
And also for crosses, we don't have Haaland. Like,
yeah. But that's the thing. Well, even when we don't have like a Šeško in there, we still go that route. You know what I mean? Which is,
it's weird. I think we go that route without Šeško, and then when Šeško's there,
that's so frustrating.
Kind of counterintuitive, right? Like, you think
but hold on. I just want to clarify. I do agree. We put in more crosses when Šeško's not there, but it's also true that the crosses we put in, regardless of who's playing, are always shit. The quality of the crosses are so bad that it's hard because when you have a game state you want to play out as a coach, right? You're thinking, I'm gonna do overloads out wide so that I can create space, maybe do a cutback or put in the early cross. If the cross is so shit and the final ball is so shit, no matter what system you play, you're gonna struggle, right? To get something done out of it.
Yeah, I mean, and that goes back to, like, who do we have in those positions, right? Like, platforming players, and I think everyone kind of agrees that that's been an issue with Amorim, because I think last time I spoke to you, Andy, I said he should go with Dalot and Ahmad as a fullback options, right, or wing backs, and he's done that, and it's probably because Dalot, as much as a knobhead he is, he still has probably the best physicality, one-on-one, you know, ability in that team on the wing. But the problem is we're asking him to beat people one-on-one and put in a cross. That is also the one thing he's not very good at. So it just kind of goes back to, like, yeah, I mean, the system will work. We still have a lot of platforming issues. We still have a lot of manager putting players in certain positions that don't suit them best issue. The players aren't great. I don't think the manager helps them out sometimes, you know, with his selection. So that's why we see this, like, oscillation between good, bad, and
Varun, at risk of you putting anchors on my feet because my head's so far in the clouds, I think we also gotta not be too reductionist with regards to how this specific game was played out. Because if you looked in the first half, there was two specific game states that we conquered. One, our center backs were jumping out into the middle of the block, creating more transitional space, opening in behind. We saw two chances created from the right-hand side from Bruno going into that right channel, which positionally, like you said, there is rigidity with Amorim's system. But also on the left-hand side, with that link-up play, we've seen a variation in terms of what Amorim has actually wanted from his center forward. Rather than pushing the line, we had Cunha come and play more like a little bit of a 3-5-2, where he was occupying different spaces. So I don't think that's something in which that he's a little bit negligent towards saying, oh, I'm just going to put the players on the pitch and we start in a 3-4-2-1 and just whatever happens, happens. I think what we saw was a little bit more deliberation and preparation, understanding that this game could have easily been a low block nightmare a la an Everton, a la a West Ham, or we could have the game really control the game state. And I think what Andy was saying in the first half, if Dalot shows a little bit less of that knob-headedness and puts that ball in the back of the net, we probably see that second half in the first half, because two to the favor and in a way that's transitionally so deadly. I think we've demonstrated a lot of variance in the way that we created the goals today. We probably should have had another penalty, because I think the first handball was even more egregious than the second one. And then beyond that, you look in the way that the connections were made between our center forward and allowing Bruno to really dictate that play. I think the worst player on the pitch, unfortunately, was Casemiro, which does not come to any surprise of any of us. It was a good comeback game for Heaven.
3 games in a row now. 3 games in a row.
And these are just tired legs. This comes with fixture congestion. This comes with over reliance. So I think, Varun, you're not without base when it comes to certain players are being overextended, and we're seeing the system not being so forgiving into their strengths because they're being exhausted, literally. But I also do want to see that passion from our players, because it's about damn time that the players run their socks off. And we got some players performing a little bit better, but we got to see this follow through with other games, because it's just one match. You can only beat what's ahead of you. But I think a little bit.
Sean, what I'll say is football is a zero-sum game, right? More than any other game that we watch. It's a very much a zero-sum game. So, Haaland sometimes when he does, like he bulldozes a center back off the pitch, right? Like sends him into Rose Ed. That is Haaland looking good and that center back looking crap at the same time, right? So we have to realize that Wolves look terrible because we did our job today, right? And had we not done our job, the knives would have been out even more for Amorim. So I just want us to be balanced in the sense that we can't give the players praise for doing well when we win and give Amorim all the blame when we lose. It's got to be even keel, right? And absolutely, I think I'm with Varun in the sense that we should be expecting more from the team. And Amorim isn't without fault, right? There's patterns of play that we can definitely improve. But what we're already seeing, even in the West Ham game, it felt like we had, we were trying some new things, right? We were trying to go more through the middle. And it didn't work out because, Mbumo and Cunha were both having bad games that game. But we still felt like there was something new coming. So I want to see, what are we, 15 games into the season? I want to see another 10 games from now. Have we seen better than we saw in the first 15 games? And I think Rishi had said something off stream when we were talking about it. If you actually divide the season into 4 parts, it's not actually 10-9 or 9.5 games or whatever. It's actually based on how the international breaks go. And I think after the last international break, I think it's 11 games played. And then you look at it after 10 more games, so 21 games played. Then you look at it after 9 more games, so 30 games played, and then the last 8-game stretch, which is after the final international break at the end of the season. And so if we want to get to 66 points, I think we need to get, what was it? Rishi told me 18, 17, 16, and 15 from that 4 blocks of games, right? And we'll do a stat patterns on this, so don't worry. We'll break it down for you. But essentially, if we want to get to that 66-point mark, that will be, 24-point improvement from last season. That's essentially 8 more wins. I don't think anybody sitting here would say we are, that's not a big enough improvement for us. So I still think we can get to 66 points. And for that to happen, we need to play good teams and, get wins by the skin of our teeth. We need to play bad teams, get wins by the skin of our teeth. I don't care. We just need to get the wins on the board. And what I do care over time is what our underlying statistics are telling us. And for now, I am seeing good stuff. We are the 3rd highest goal scorers in the league. Yes, we have conceded a lot of goals as well, but I would argue we have been slightly unlucky in front of net as well. Let's not forget Bayern letting in 3 against Brentford. Let's not forget some of the other goalkeeping issues that have cost us as well.
I mean, that goes both ways, right, though? The goals conceded, and the goals scored. Like, you can also say we were lucky in scoring some goals, but fair point. Either way, we still have to score them, and you did. So,
well, also, I think if you look at XG though, right? I'm grounding it in XG. So if I'm looking at XG, we have 30 XG and we've scored 26 goals. So I would say we've been unlucky in front of goal, whereas we have 20.75 XG against and we've conceded 22 goals. So what are you basing that in, Varun? I'm trying to understand that.
No, I mean, I'm basing it just on the facts of the goals we scored. Like, you can say we couldn't have scored, we shouldn't have conceded a goal where, I don't know, Bayern made a mistake, but, we also got a penalty at the last minute against Burnley. At the end of the day, you can look at XG, and XG just tells you chance creation, all that good stuff. When you just talk about goals, you can make that argument both ways, where we've been unlucky for conceding some, and that is true. We've also been lucky to score some, and that's just football. So it goes both ways.
Fair enough. Let's freshen up the. Let's get what happened. Sean just dropped off there. Anyways, let's get. Yeah, let's go. Let's get Toby into the stream. Toby, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Were you
enjoying the
trying to get
day.
into the? Were you trying to get into the stream? Is this Vincent from the chat?
No.
Okay,
Actually,
someone
I've been
else.
trying to get into the stream for quite a while now. I actually didn't know how to get in, but then I saw the link today, and then I started to try it out. And
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome. Welcome to the stream, man. Go on. Tell us where you're calling from. I think it's the first time call for you, right?
yeah, it's a first time call. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Nice. Where in Nigeria?
Ibadan. So basically, like Oyo Ibadan kind of place. I don't know if you know where that is. I think most people just know like Lagos or Abuja.
Yeah.
Well, Ibadan is like new for most people. Yeah, but that's where I'm
Yeah.
calling from.
Yeah. Nice to see you, man. Okay, what did you think of that game?
Yeah, it was fun. I think a lot of the positive aspects of the game y'all have spoken about, and I actually enjoyed it. But there is one thing that I noticed that I feel like I should mention. One of which is the fact that whenever United score a goal and the other team is going to score back, you kind of just know that they're going to score back. Like once you start seeing the way we play the game, we can hold on to the ball and stuff like that. You just the goal is coming in the first half. Like I don't know, it's the mentality or something. Like we just can't hold on to the lead, and that is very annoying, and that is what I'm scared of when it comes to the Bournemouth game. Because now we've won this one. Obviously, Wolves were really bad. To be honest, they were really bad. I don't think Bournemouth will be the same, and that I worry about.
If this was
Yeah.
if this was last season, and I agree, you can't hold on to a lead. I still agree, but if this was last season, I'd be like, okay, we're gonna lose if we concede, even if we're up. But this season, it's a little bit different, where it's like we'll probably see out a draw. And again, like Varun was mentioning it earlier, the mentality of the team, if whether or not it's like strong enough. I think it's gotten stronger since last season, where it felt like if we conceded a goal, we were just bound to lose, and there wasn't any sort of like comeback that's there. But we've seen time and time again where even if we've been unlucky in the game, we've still managed to hold out for some result that's going to be there. So let's.
The West Ham game is a prime example. Forest game, prime example. Tottenham game, last minute goal from De Ligt. We were leading in those games, all three games, but we still managed to hold on, right? And that's the important piece.
For sure.
No, I think there's a pattern like where, there's one pattern like where we are playing with good intensity in the first 20 minutes of the game, for sure. And then if we concede in the first half, then we are coming back with a similar intensity in the second half, and we are just giving it all. So if we concede and we go back, or if we concede and things are equalized. So in those kind of scenarios, we are just coming back and giving it all. So there's some good talk happening in the dressing room, which is made up of both like strategies and like a good pep talk. But yeah.
I feel
these
like,
things are happening.
although it doesn't.
Toby, we can't hear you. Let me just get Ernest into the show as well. Ernest, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good. I'm happy. Very excited.
Yeah, let's go.
The
Let's go, man.
the negativity was too much. It was too much that for the past 2 weeks, I don't think I've listened to my usual shows. Honestly, I've even stopped listening to most of them. The only ones I watch is you, Samix, and James, because all of the rest, I don't know how you guys do it, but I literally just stopped because I couldn't. And immediately when Wolves equalized, I knew the Wolves they were out again, and you could see some people already talking about the manager. And honestly, I don't know how you guys do it, but it's like we watch the match for something to go wrong, and then blame the manager. I don't get it. I really don't get it. And I just saw a notification coming up. I know you will enjoy this. Mark Goldbridge was like, it came up. It was like, we are back. And I'm like, oh, Of course, yes.
Bro.
Yeah,
Mark
I said
Goldbridge,
Toby
I don't
goes
care
there
if we
was
win the
was
title this season. I don't want to see Mark Goldbridge celebrating it. Because if for us to win the title in this hypothetical scenario, Bruno plays in the midfield, okay? So he can wait at the back of the line to go celebrate that title. I swear to God. That
Ernest, I
negative
think
There,
he-
I
there,
thought
there,
I thought
there
it
was
was
some
Ridwan
useless
before.
pundit on his channel. I don't know, who he was. He was blaming Bruno for playing more in the game and giving more assists and scoring more
Oh
goals.
yeah, it's Wiki.
And like
Wiki, yeah.
I don't know who the heck he was. I just saw a short reel,
Yeah, it's Ricky.
and
He hates
It's
Bruno.
Wiki.
Yeah, he hates Bruno.
Yeah,
I don't know,
Ricky
like
always
what
says he always
for.
says nonsense about Bruno.
Yeah, because just he surpassed Scholes in terms of goal
Assists, yeah.
scorer and assists.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
and he was bullshitting Bruno like all over. I was like, what the heck is this channel about? Like, what kind of message are we
And
putting out?
I'll be honest, I was actually surprised that Bruno's caught up in one of the worst periods of our history. He's caught up on assists to someone as good as Paul. Paul Scholes has like 11 league titles, dude. And we
Correct.
played
Playing
like
some of the best
amazing,
teams.
like free-flowing football. So the fact that Bruno's there, we can't underplay that. And the best thing for
Absolutely.
me is Bruno gets to 300 games before Shaw gets to 300 games. And
300
Bruno's
games.
been here exactly half the time that Shaw's been here.
Exactly, and the kind of fitness that he has kept, the kind of enthusiasm that he has kept, the kind of leadership that he brings in the team. I don't know what that was a absolute bullshit bonkers moment for me coming from that channel, and I just dropped it. Like I shared it, I think in our Discord, and I was like, what the heck is this? What the heck is this guy talking about?
Guys, can I just I'll just get the man of the match from you guys. I'll freshen up the panel because lots of people are trying to join. Shaylen, give me your man of the match, bro.
Kevin. I thought he was great.
There we
I
go.
mean,
There
Oh,
we go.
wow.
Yeah.
There we go,
Really
man.
Yeah.
There we go. Claps
Yeah.
for Shaylen in the chat. Dude, honestly,
Yeah.
I would like to say you took the words out of my mouth, but you actually didn't. Because I almost forgot about Heaven myself. That's a great shout. Because did he play the full 90 minutes?
No, he was there for
No,
69.
I think he
and then
played
Joel
for
came on.
60
69, okay.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, but he played very well, bro. For somebody that is how old is he? Let me see. 19. 19 English
And,
center back, £2 million for us from Arsenal. And what a great performance, man. Great shout, Shaylen. Thank you
and
so
I
much.
think someone gave a stats in the chat a few minutes ago talking about him winning all his area duels and tackle. He was amazing. And I was surprised, but he did very well. Mine is between him and Mount. Towards the ending of the first half and second half, Mount was in the game. So I'll give it to Heaven. I'll give it to Heaven. Yeah, I'll give it to Heaven.
But Ernest, you
Mm.
can stay. By the way, you just joined. Ernest and Toby can stay.
Mm.
I'll just get it from Dart. Give us your man of the match, bro.
Yeah, I thought it was heaven too. Given his age, the fact he's starting and people like Euro are not, I think he's going to be an absolute beast going forward too. I think when he fills out more and stuff, he's going to be what Van Dijk thinks he is.
Dude is already massive. And
Yeah.
you're saying when he fills out more. Like he's huge. And he's
He's
19.
huge. Yeah, he doesn't look like a 19-year-old. He's somebody. There we go. Dart signs off on the most exciting note. Abhishek, give us your thoughts.
I'm a little
Who's your man of
checked
the
up.
match?
Like, I'll just go with Mason Mount on this one. Like, he was pretty solid all across. But if I'm just to be biased, like Bruno was also hands down amazing throughout. But
Let's go.
I'll give
Let's go.
Mount this one. Yeah.
That's fair. Awesome. Guys, okay, Toby and Ernest can stay. Shaylen and Abhishek, thank you so much for your contributions, guys. Both of these guys gifted memberships today, so you guys are both goats, man. Appreciate you so much, and we'll see you again next time, man. Let's go. Big win against Bournemouth coming, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep,
See you boys
absolutely.
later.
See you.
All right, let's bring in two more guys.
Mm.
Let me just take a look here. Avan deserves to come back in as a regular contributor. Bring in Vic again. Vic's sitting there in India, bro. It's super late. Vic, how you doing?
Oh, couldn't be better. 3 points in the bag and
Yeah.
no sweat at all. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Vinny, how we doing, man?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good actually. I was waiting on the Riverside one. I
Oh
have been
yeah.
waiting.
That's my bad.
I've been
That's
waiting
my
there
bad.
for a long time. No, it's fine. It's fine. So I was like, let me just ask you, right? I thought you just wanted to give opportunity to the new callers for them to come in, but I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
getting my turn now. So I wanted to ask you to double check with you, right? But then that was it.
Yeah.
But
I
I
just
have.
I just want to say something, Vinny. I
Mhm.
just noticed something, right? Because I was we're talking about XG and all that. We have 30.28 XG this season, as bad as we have looked. The only team above us is Man City at 30.74. Man City, I'll tell you the difference Haaland makes, right? Man City with 30.74 XG, so 0.5 XG more than us, have scored 35 goals. Us with 30.28 XG and Sheshko missing out injured, we have 26 goals. So you see the big difference that a world-class striker or world-class team makes. And listen, I, as the one of the biggest Amorim fans, Pep is a much better coach than
Yeah,
Amorim as well. So
definitely.
how are we with these shit players compared to City, right? Compared to City, our squad is much worse. Even the biggest naysayer would say that. How do we have similar XG to City,
Can
right?
I
Is
take
that
that?
just us getting lucky?
No, not at all. I think it's to do with the system, right? It gives us more numbers going forward and also a bit more numbers when we are defending, right? I have three reasons why. I mean, we are third on the most goals scored, but still, having a bit of not a well, we have a positive goal difference, but then it could have been much better, right? I think the issue is the attitude whenever we take the lead. Look at how the players, especially Bruno Fernandes. I'm not calling anybody out, right? But then he begins to play nonchalantly. Uh, the intensity is not there from the team anymore. And also, there's a bit of an element of luck. Right? Look at the goal that Wolves scored. The ball refused to actually go out of our area. We kept on clearing, but the ball stayed there. And
Yeah.
I was like, I
That's
have
also how
seen this.
West Ham script
Yeah.
scored.
Have seen
You,
this
you
script
mentioned
before. It's always going against us, right? So I think it's something that Amorim needs to actually, tell the team. I think the first two we can do something about it. The nonchalant attitude and also the intensity attitude. Whenever we take the lead, we should go for more. We should manage the game better, right? In that aspect. The counter argument is that um, for any good team that controls game, most of the games are being controlled by the midfield, right? We have Casemiro, who whenever the ball comes, it seems like he's caught a fire, right? He wants to quickly give the ball away. So if we get a very good, a midfielder to replace Cassie, he's doing a good job. Don't get me wrong, but then there is so much more that he could have offered in this system, which would have, enable us to win more games. He's not able to control the games whenever we take the lead. So it's something that we also, need to look at. For Imbermo, right? It needs to be a bit consistent with his control because nowadays I'm seeing that the first touches are becoming a bit of a Lukaku-ish, if I'm allowed to use that. He needs to
From
sort that.
Mbumo.
Yeah. He needs to sort that.
Bro, you must hate
No,
Mbumo.
no, no.
Honestly,
Andy,
honestly, you.
Andy, I appreciate that you do the how do you call it? You do the tactical analysis afterwards.
Yeah.
Watch the game again. Look at
No.
how
I no. I'm not saying Mbumo had good touches. I'm just saying Lukaku.
Just
Lukaku is
comparing
an
him to
insult, bro.
Lukaku.
I
Lukaku
wouldn't
is the
call
person. Lukaku
I
is the
wouldn't
person
call
that came in
anybody
mind.
Lukaku in person unless I'm ready to fight.
No, I'm talking about his first control, right? And most of
Yeah.
the times, he also receives the ball with a step ahead and then the ball behind him, right? So he needs to sort these kind of things out. And with Ahmad also being a bit more direct, actually, we could also create a bit of more chances because Ahmad at times try to want to play it safer, which sometimes is good, but you need to actually pick the right moment. In the first half, a Wolves player actually gifted Ahmad a ball in the middle. It was just a one-touch ball, and then we were off. Could have created a very dangerous chance for us. But then he wanted to keep possession, which sometimes turns it out in that sense. So that would be my take actually for the game. And oh yeah, Cunha too should be much more
Bruno was a
purposeful,
big
right?
problem. Yeah. Yeah.
In terms of intensity, in terms of his attitude. I mean, he needs to be. He's playing for United. He's not playing for Wolves, in that sense. So those are my notes that I took. But then I have a bit of different opinion on Heaven as well because he gives me a bit of nerves. To be honest with
A bit of who?
You know,
Nerves?
you I think for Evan, that's understandable. He's a 19-year-old, and given the fact that he's stepping into a big role, that's
Second
what's
start.
it called?
That was his second start
Yeah,
today.
and in the center CB position, that's a very big role. So I understand that. I could see it, and you could see that sometimes it's like it's caught between trying to be a bit aggressive, trying to play it safe. You could tell that, which is understandable. And as Andy said, it's the second start. So I think you could see the what's it called, the bit of skills. And one thing I liked was when he did body feints, which against Trent, that's it. And you could see that Evan too is someone that can progress the ball forward. But as you said, with more game time confidence, I think he's very good. Because I saw him playing a bit of cut through pass through the middle at times, which was very good. So I think with him, he will become good. He'll become good. Just more game time. And
do you know
By
that
the
he
way,
began his career
Rishi
as a
just gifted
midfielder?
5 memberships. Sorry, Rishi just gifted 5 memberships
Oh, nice.
to
wow,
the stream.
Yeah.
So
Rishi,
1978,
happy
the
with
Maca
the
got one.
show
Super
performance
Bingos got
again.
one. Concrete EXE got one. Just another user got one, and Clarence got one as well. So big up Rishi, man. Show some love to Rishi in the chat. Let's go, boys.
So Heaven,
right.
right? The way he progresses the ball, it doesn't really surprises me because he began his career as a midfielder, and I quite remember United played them in a preseason match. Was it Eric Ten Hag? 2 years ago in the States, and he played against Hoyland, and Hoyland actually bullied him for the first goal. But then after Hoyland bullied him, the guy was immense. He progressed the ball so well. He defended so well. Of course,
Who we talking about? Who we talking about?
Eden Heaven.
2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 or 3
Yeah, I
years
think
ago.
he's right. Yeah, I
friendly
think
match.
he did play. Yeah, I think he
played the
did play
one
friendly
The
match.
preseason
game
Hoyland
against
bullied him off. It was he nearly cried during that match.
Wait, who was he playing for? I'm confused.
No, he was playing for
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Arsenal then.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I was wondering.
yeah.
I'm like, what are we talking about? Heaven for United and Hoyland for
No,
Atlanta? I was
no.
so confused.
So
Yeah.
it's because Ernest actually made mention that he progresses the ball very well and he passes the ball very well. And I was kind of alluding to the fact that he began his career as a midfielder, right? So these kind of qualities are to be expected from a guy who actually began his career as a midfielder.
Yeah, but Vinny, which are the moments that you felt that made you feel that he wasn't secure with the ball? I mean, what made you nervous during the game?
Yes. So whenever we had the ball in our 18 box, the clearance, I felt that it was Mazraoui who was actually, clearing all those kind of balls. Heaven was missing them. And sometimes too, whenever he had the ball, right, it seems he was caught between two ideas where to pass it to.
There was that one time when he had the ball.
Back post, right? And back post is Mazraoui's area. So it's not about the ball not being posed. I mean, he's a center back. So
I
he's not clearing the ball. It's not his fault. I mean, I think we're giving. I mean, I think he had a good game. He had 2 instances where he gave away cheap fouls, but I think that comes with playing regularly. He's had a second star. I think he had a solid game. The point Ernest made that he was progressing the ball with those channel breaking passes. I think he had a decent game. So
I'm not saying he did not, right? But then I said he gives me nerves. That's the only
the way I say it, I think what Evan tries to do is most of the time he tries to progress the ball, unlike the league basically just like plays it side to side. So when he tries to progress the ball, what he does first is he looks. If he doesn't find anybody to pass to, then it might seem like, oh, he's caught in two minds. He has to turn back and then pass back to the keeper. But what he tries to do first is look for someone in the midfield and progress the ball. There were a lot of times today that I progressed the ball, put the ball in that middle and get the ball forward. Even with the leads that we had there, it's probably be a side pass and then we'll try to go through the sides or something. So I think while there might be a couple of times where you might feel like he was a little bit nervous, but most of the time I think he had his head on the shoulders and knew what he was doing.
Actually, Vinny, for I'll say this: the one time it looked a little nervous was when he was going back and Lawmans came to collect the ball, but he decided to take it out and kick it against the defender, and it went out for a goal kick, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that was the one where I was nervous. But I'll say this: for every nervous moment, there was a moment where he showed calmness on the ball. He didn't panic. Where De Ligt would hoof it into Rosette, Maguire would hoof it into Rosette. Do you know Jakob Strand Larsen? He got the yellow card, right?
On the leg, please.
Yeah, when he did that body thing.
Strand Larsen, right? He got the yellow card because Heaven pulled him in for the press and released it at the perfect time. And then obviously he did the theatrics of going down like he got shot, right? And of course, we need to learn those things. Every other team does that. Right, for a 19-year-old center back, maybe he's learning it from Arteta in the academy, and then he came to United. Right? So I'm just saying, like, this is something we need to do as well. And by the way, Vic, nice cat in the background, dude. I just see that. I have my cat here too. My cat is chilling over there. Look at that.
Yeah, I think in this channel we have everyone who's got a cat.
No, I don't have a cat.
No shade on dogs. Dogs are great too.
I don't have a cat.
Oh, there's a dog as well. Vic's got a dog also.
Yeah, he didn't want to be left out, so he's in the frame as well now.
Wow.
Vic, come on, talk to us about the game.
Well, just
I'm just going to say, not going to read too much into this game. No disrespect to Wolves here, but 2 points from 14 going into this game. So it's probably safe to say if there was one team in the league that all the other teams would be comfortable resting some of their key players in this busy fixture run would be Wolves. So no fuss, no dramas really. Even though we conceded a goal, was never really that nervy. Always knew the chances were there. Anyway, so we can analyze a lot. Like there were things we're still work in progress, like the touch from Mbeumo a few times in transition, just a bit too heavy. Once in the box as well. I think the keeper rushes out. First half, Belgrade had a couple of he stayed in those pockets behind Ahmad, just in front of the right centre back. Had a couple of runs at us. So those are things. If we had players we are up against with better quality, it could be really nervy for us as fans to watch that. But it's not that kind of a day today. Plenty of positives. Bruno's moment of quality in that assist. Mount chipping in. Everyone had phases where they played well. Casemiro progressed the ball twice or thrice well. Oh, there he is.
So I've got the shoulder cat. The shoulder cat is back. Mila, say hi to them.
You probably should have a lucky cat on this show. Maybe we'll have better results.
She's chilling. She can't go anywhere. Okay, because I've literally got her by the hands and the legs, and she loves sitting there. Look at her tail, how calm it is. She just loves.
She could be a mascot.
Hanging around the house.
What's her name?
She is.
What's her name?
Her name is Mila.
Mila, blink twice if you're being held.
By the way, you guys should see the speed at which she tries to run out of the house every time you open the door.
No
wonder,
like
plants. Yeah, there's some plants outside. She just wants to go eat them. Every time she eats the plants, she'll come and puke it out. It's like the dumbest thing. I'm like, bro, it's gonna upset your stomach. You still want to do it. But anyways, Vic, sorry, I interrupted you.
But she looks every bit of the chunk you just mentioned she could be. She looks it.
Yeah.
Love fuzzy.
Anyways, go for it.
Yeah, so as I was saying, it was a easy day. And I mean, plenty of positives, moments of quality there. a bunch of players got a run with the AFCON and our entire right side depleted. So it was important. Others got a run the last 20, 30 minutes maybe.
Put her down.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was almost like back in school how you're going into class every day except for this one day during the year where you go to a water park or something like that and you have fun in the sun. It was just that kind of a day. What do I say?
Yeah.
So just enjoy the day and we can worry about the improvements tomorrow, go to work. Got 5 days
Yeah.
to fix those things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Toby, let's hear from you a little bit. And let's get your man of the match as well.
Yeah, I wanted to say we need to give Dallo some praise as well. That guy really actually played today. Like after the time he really was like really, really bad, and then Dogu came in and Dogu was bad as well. Since his comeback, he hasn't been that bad. He has improved a bit. So we got to give him some like praise for that. So I
Yeah.
really like Dallo for that. And my man of the match is actually the obvious. It's Bruno. One is my guild team. So that and like he did so well. And there were so many other potential assists he actually made that probably could have gone in as well. Like he just created so much today. And I really like that. And I feel like if he keeps doing that all the time, we'll win most of our matches. Most of our assists come from Bruno. When Bruno has an off day, even till now, the team tends to have an off day. So I really like Bruno for that. Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Great shout, Toby. And Ernest, you said your man of the match was Mount. Who did you say it was?
I said between Mount and Heaven, but I will go for Heaven just because of his age. And yes, I'll go for Heaven.
Man. Let's
Yeah.
go. I love it. Okay, awesome, guys. I'll freshen up the panel a bit. I'll bring 2 new guys in. Toby and Ernest, you guys have been goats, man. Thank you so much. We'll see you again
Thank
next
you.
time. And Toby, please do join in
Yeah.
again, man. Appreciated the conversation.
Cheers.
Sure, man. All right, man.
All
Eddie,
right,
I'm going
cool.
to check out as well. Just got
Sounds
to
good.
walk my dogs as well. So yeah, enjoy the win and the good feeling.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. All right, awesome,
Okay,
Vic.
see
Thank
you.
you so
See you
much.
guys on the next one. Cheers.
See ya. Let's bring in Nightwing and Pattern as well. Nightwing also gifting memberships today. So whoever received a gifted membership, say thank you to Nightwing. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. It's first time caller, right, Nightwing?
Yeah, can you hear me? Make sure my mic works.
I can, yes. I can.
Yeah,
Yes.
first time. I've watched you a couple of times just because I got tired of all the negative sites that are everywhere. And I feel like your page is a lot more positive, or at least looks at the football rather than the, we need a new manager and it'll be better, even though that hasn't worked since 2012. I don't know why that's still a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was the first time I commented. First time I was like, you know what, this guy needs faster internet. He's complaining about his internet speed, so let's get him better internet. But yeah, can I just I just have something to say, because what's happening is in every single quick view that I've seen about after match, like, oh, we really shouldn't look into this game too much because it's the Wolves, and that, like, why do we discount when we win the way we're supposed to win? When we always discount our wins for some reason. Oh, it shouldn't have been that way. Oh, we got lucky. The people expected that we should beat a bottom tier Wolves 4-1. We did that. We should be proud that they did that because they hit finally our expectation of doing something. And that's just what this team has been problematic for this year. We don't meet our expectations. We didn't do it against Everton. We didn't do it against West Ham. Expectations today, probably 3-0, 4-1. And it should have been that. It probably should have been 4-0. One turnoff by Ahmad on the defensive end because once the guy crossed the ball, he stopped running. His guy kept going. That guy's the one who did the cross for the goal. But they did well. Like, I don't understand how it's become such a negative space being a United fan that even wins should be caveated or asterisk. Like, they kicked their butts at their house. Yeah, they've got their own issues, but we did the job that we were supposed to do. And shouldn't the manager be praised for doing what he was expected to do? Shouldn't the players who played today be praised for that? It's always just, oh man, of course it's Wolves. But if he had lost that game,
Yeah.
Right? The I can't believe he lost the game. We should have won that game 4-1.
We saw what
did
happened
win it
with Grimsby.
Nightwing, you know what it is. You know what it is. You know how light travels faster than sound.
Yeah.
I think positivity travels faster than negativity as well, and I'll tell you why. Because
isn't the other way around?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I meant negativity travels faster than positivity, and I'll tell you why. Because when we went through that 5-game unbeaten streak, right? What did we see just before that? Even when we beat Liverpool, which was the second of those, a second game in that 5-game streak.
Yeah.
People were like, "Oh, it's long ball FC, and that's why we're winning," right? Then we beat Brighton, not a single long ball in sight, and they were like, "Oh, okay, maybe the players are finally, standing up
They
and
also
deliver."
said he has adjusted. He has changed his
Yeah,
way
he has
of
adjusted
playing.
his system. Yeah. Well, they said that after the Liverpool game, and then the
Yeah.
Brighton game was the players, right? It was
Yeah.
Cunha cooking, it was Mbumo cooking, anybody but Amorim to give credit. Then we get 2 draws against Forest and Tottenham, where we look like we were physically more dominated, but we get all 4 goals from set pieces, right? Does the coach get any credit for set pieces? No.
Nope.
It's De Ligt who saved us. It's Ahmad who saved us. We were lucky to beat Forest. What did Forest do in their very next game or 2 games later? They beat Liverpool 3-0 at Anfield. Okay? So every time we go through a test where we actually did well to go through the way that we did, we don't get the credit. We don't get any credit to Amorim. Yeah, we try to minimize it. And guess what? If we beat Bournemouth in this 5-game stretch, we will have 1 point less than that previous 5-game stretch. We will have 10 points from these 5 games compared to the last 5-game stretch where we had 11 points. So for the one performance against Everton, where again, the players didn't turn up after the international break, we're going to say it's Amorim's fault. And even given those crap games, Vinny, Nightwing, Oven, Pattern, given all those crap games, we are still second in the XG table. So you tell me that it's the system that's crap. You tell me that's the system that's not creating chances. Go try to look for the last time after 15 games into a season we were actually second on XG. I bet you we won't see a single time. I just want to say hi to Pattern. I'll come to you, Vinny. Just say hi to Pattern.
All right.
Pattern, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well, dude. Is this your first time calling in?
Yeah, it's my first time calling in.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Brooklyn.
Very nice, very nice. You're only an hour away by flight. I was in Brooklyn a few months back, so I took my mom to New York for 4 days because they were here in August, I think, and that was before I started back on the channel. So not that we could have met or anything, but yeah. Anyways, nice to see you here, man. I'll just go to Vinny, let him finish his point, and I'll come to you, get your thoughts on the game.
Oh yeah, what I wanted to just put across is that all those who actually unsubscribed during your prediction when you made the 7-point call outs, could you please subscribe back, because it actually came into fruition, right? So please come back. And again, if you could also zoom a bit into the players, their performances individually, and rate them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, listen, we got to look at it this way, right? It's a very simple thing. I get, we as fans, we can be very fickle, very emotional, right? And maybe it's also like, as men, this is the only outlet that we get to be emotional about our teams, right? Because we are like, F this, bin that, that guy should go F himself and blah, 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 right? And so I understand people being emotional about it, but I think when you're getting a lot of negativity from somewhere and you don't want to be negative, then I understand you going and unsubscribing from there. But if we're giving you the positivity when everything else is so negative, then this is the place where you should be, right? And that's why we still have 120 people watching. And this is like my 6th hour being live today. So let's go to Pattern now.
Andy,
Pattern,
I'm sorry, can I just say one thing, and then I have to get going, but just one thing.
Go for it.
I just want to, like, people really want to fire whoever. Last time was ETH, last time was Ole, now it's Ole, now it's Amorim. People want to get him fired. I just want to remind people, Sir Alex Ferguson, first year 11th, second year 2nd, then 11th, 13th, 6th, 2nd, and he had the worst start of Manchester United history. In the same season, he won the first English title that he had. He had 6 years where he didn't win. He had a couple of trophies in between there, but he did not work. People on the first year that he won his Prem or his first English title brought banners to the stadium saying, "Fire him. What more do you want? It's been 6 years of the same stuff." There's newspaper articles about it. If we had the same type of thing for now, we would not have Sir Alex's 20-year run of success because we are too impatient. Because for some reason, even though it hasn't worked since 2012, people think that if we change the manager, we're going to win. We may win a couple of trophies, but we're not going to win sustainably. Let's win sustainably. Let's be competing for a long time, and that takes time to build. Anyway, thanks, man. Appreciate your channel.
Thanks, Nightwing. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. See you later.
I just want to add to that point. I mean, it's easy to say that, Sir Alex came these, and I mean, I've been watching for many years, but the metrics have changed. I mean, Sir Alex didn't get, let's say, 500 million to spend over 4 seasons or that equivalent in his time. So we can't really compare. I
think the point that
we're not asking for 6 years, right? We're not asking for 6 years. We're just saying give him this year, give him the players, let him show that he can do it. Then when he disappoints you, then you can say he's not good enough, right? Because every other coach before this, in terms of Ten Hag, in terms of Oli, they all got the 3rd year to prove themselves. Then they weren't good enough, and that's when they left. That's what I think Sir Jim was trying to say as well, that he's going to get 3 years. And by the way, Oven's not saying we should get rid of him anyway, so I think he's on the same page with that. Nelson's here. Nelson, how we doing, bro?
Hey, Nelson.
You're muted still.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. What was all this negativity coming from Rishi in the first half?
I don't know, bro. I might need to debate him on the next fan debate.
No,
I think he does the superstition thing.
No, I think the West Ham game gave him PTSD. I believe that game was rough. To be fair,
didn't it give us all a PTSD?
Probably have, yeah.
So I don't like. Okay, I hear what Vinny said, and I think it's so true, and also Nightwing, which is we were supposed to beat Wolves. We beat them convincingly. Heck, we could have destroyed them. I felt at some points, specifically
could have been 7.
Could have been 7 easily. So I actually this is one of the things that this season I think Amorim has kind of proven doubters, including myself. Like the Crystal Palace game, the West Ham game wasn't the best game, but I actually liked a lot of parts of the West
creation.
Ham. Yeah.
Final third
if
stuff,
you remember, I said
there's a reason why I like Nelson, man. I don't know why. There's a reason why I like Nelson.
No, because here's the thing that I think some people think I'm an Amorim out guy, which I sound like it. And I'll tell I'll tell you what I am.
Not in the last 2 games.
Wait, Nelson, you aren't? What is this Inception all over again?
I rate Amorim, but I have fears that the amount of time it would take for him to build a team might get tired, including myself. By I'm putting myself in there. I might get tired of waiting, and then eventually they kick him off. That's my fear. But at the same time, I also see if I see good things, I'll call them out. I saw the West Ham game. I was very Richie thought I was contrarian. I liked the West Ham game. I didn't like the result. I liked the chance creation. This game,
to be fair, Nelson, I still think your contrarian thing stands because a lot of people were negative after West Ham, whereas you were being positive. But that worked for you in the sense that but you were saying what you saw. Yeah. You were saying what you saw. Yeah.
I didn't like the result. I liked the game. And this game, I actually thought we kind of didn't play that well, but Wolves was so awful that I knew that we would just eventually it was gonna come. We just needed a few interchangeable passes and it was going to be a goal.
They were so open.
The second half at points was pretty good in terms of how we were creating chances, right? What the difference I saw was even if from a chance creation perspective, this wasn't our best game, right? We had high XG, but chance creation in terms of the patterns wasn't our best game. In terms of execution, this was one of our best games. Right, in terms of the things we did, because Mount had a great finish, had a nice run into the box. And Mbumo did well for his goal. And who was the third goal by?
Ahmad for the first time was taking on players and beating
Bruno. Yeah. Bruno got the penalty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and Ahmad was also crisp. But again, I still think, Nelson, would you agree that just by, I'm just going to call out 2 players, right? Just by 2 players getting their final third execution right, we would be a far better team. And that's Cunha and Ahmad.
Cunha was awful.
Cunha is awful, yeah.
Which is crazy in a game where we won quite well.
And he
Cunha
had more shots. He had more shots than all the players on the pitch.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
That's
he had
crazy.
8 shots, dude. He had 8 shots.
He had the most shots.
How many shots do we have in total by the end? Like 26?
We had 27 in total.
27?
Yeah.
So he almost had a third of our shots.
Yeah, and he had the most of them.
He had 1 XG. He had 0.85 XG, and we created 4.1. So basically, if Cunha scores 1 goal, then we overperform our XG, which we should have, right? We're all sitting here saying we should have had like 7 goals, maybe. If City played the same game with their players, they score 7 goals today.
Yeah.
Oh no, they scored more. Let's be honest. Just Haaland on his own.
Yeah.
That's like
he's
4,
done it
5.
for Norway.
There were no
He's done it for Norway.
Haaland today. I mean, the balls weren't coming from Ahmad. He missed so many crosses. He was crossing into the opposition. I think Ahmad had a poor game. I mean, and Cunha as well. Cunha had a worse game. There were like 4 runs which he was making, and the ball was behind him all the time.
Everyone, that's what I said, right? As soon as we take the lead, they start playing nonchalantly. And that really affects our way of,
You said that earlier, Vinny, and I literally wanted to say that is the moment we score 1 goal, and it's always 1-0 up.
Yes.
When we score 1 goal, immediately it seems the team just goes, "We've won."
Yeah.
And that's the end of the game.
And that's the end of the game.
Yeah. And do you think, because that's a part that I want to know, is that a mentality issue?
Yeah.
Or is that that's my question, because it happens all the time. I don't know. Is it a mentality issue, or is it like an Amorim, let's slow down the play?
No.
Because that's I would actually like someone from the club to tell us.
I think
I have. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, Vinny.
No,
I think Amorim really puts impetus in starting really fast.
Yep.
And I think his point of view would be, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't know, but would be like get the first goal and then build on that, because he knows that his team or his tactics are good enough, or at least believes in that. I think and the players are like, okay, finally we've gotten a goal, and now now we can.
Can I give my 2 cents on it, Nelson?
Yeah.
The way I've seen the game since we've had this issue, right? Like, let's say this season, for example. I think everybody at the club, like, this is the coaching conversations, the training sessions when they have the whiteboard out and whatever, and they're discussing all this. I think we know that intensity is a big problem.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Intensity is a big problem. This is a conversation that everybody has at the club, like, consistently. The players know it, the manager knows it, the coaches know it, everybody knows it.
And by the way,
we
had the same issue with ETA.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. So my point is, I think they are actually, the intensity that gives us the first goal is abnormal intensity.
Yes.
Intensity that they cannot sustain. They're trying out of their skins to get that first goal.
Yeah.
And once they do it, naturally they're like, okay, now maybe we can sit for a bit. And every team does the sitting piece.
They do
right?
that
Once
thing.
you score,
Yeah.
they'll tend to like, let's just feel the game out. Let's make sure we don't concede immediately, and then we go forward. And to be fair, I'll give Amorim some credit, because as soon as I said it, I realized this. How many times last season did we do that intensity thing and then not do the defensive work right after that? Because we would score and concede immediately.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas we're not doing that much this season. So I think that might be part of it, which is we're doing the intensity thing to get the goal. Once we get it, let's make sure we don't concede for the next 10 minutes. Right.
Yeah.
And then try to come back into the game. Now, that's the piece that the team is struggling with because of the legs, because of the players that we have. Right. Casemiro, like, how much can he really give you? Right. Dude, he's played in the last 3 games. He's only sat on the bench for 12 minutes.
That's
how
crazy.
the hell is he doing that? It's got to be some like steroids or something, dude. Let someone test him, because I don't know how he's doing that.
It's a good thing Manu got in early so that he can actually take some time off.
Yeah.
Because once Oh man, once. Okay.
What do you think about Mainu's performance? I think he wasn't good.
He didn't do anything.
He didn't. He lost the ball twice.
It was just average. It was just average.
Yeah, it was just an average
As usual.
performance.
Yeah.
He was just
nothing.
okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Patton, we haven't heard from you. Sorry.
Yeah,
no,
Pattern.
no
Sorry.
problem.
Give us your thoughts.
It's all good. In terms of Kobe, he was just okay. It's easy to come on when you're winning and look good. But there was times where he almost lost the ball. He was able to shield it, but you can see his intensity problem, and why Amorim is so hesitant to start him. I think that British people hate change in general. They complain about the 3-back. They complain about him subbing defenders. They complain about his honesty. And it's so boring. Like, football evolves. That's what keeps it interesting. And when, you've had years and years of tiki-taka and Guardiola, it's time for reinvention. That's why the margins are so close at this point in time. Like, what else? I think the low is slowly getting better going forward. We've only seen a couple games where he's been a little bit better. So
I need you to stop right there. I need you to stop right there. Because we'll see that.
He was decent. He was decent today. He was decent.
No, I'll say this, Nelson. Actually, the game in which he scored the goal was his worst game out of the last 3 games.
Exactly.
Yeah. Palace, he was good, and this game he was decent. So I would say 2 out of 3 is good for Delo's averages.
Exactly. He's prone to the bozo gene.
That's
today,
right.
He decided
There's a
not to
clanger
activate.
coming. That's my fear. There's a clanger game coming. We just don't know which game that is.
But Dorgu's giving him a good Dallo impression whenever he comes on the pitch too. So like, there's clangers for both of them going forward. That's the
kind
problem.
of swap places.
Dorgu was good today. I mean,
he came on for 5 minutes.
I mean, he was. I mean,
Dorgu was good.
He won the ball.
Dorgu was good.
I'm a big Dorgu fan. He wasn't good today. Like
He wasn't.
I've been fighting for Dorgu to stay in this team for the longest time, and I'm like, he didn't. He has a thing where he beats a guy, and then it's like he looks down before he takes a cross. Every single time. And it gives the defender enough time to cover. Oh, it's so frustrating.
Nelson, he doesn't see the game. He doesn't see the game, right? He would tend to actually play it safe, and that's what Amorim meant with was it anxiousness? The word he used in his press conference. He says whenever he has the ball, there's a bit of anxiety, right, in his game, and people started going for Amorim. Yeah, you are killing the kid, blah blah blah. No, you have to tell the kid the truth for him to actually work on it, right? If you don't tell him the truth, how is he going to work on it?
You saw what Slot said about Konate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not uncommon for coaches to critique players in public.
I have a crazy shout. I think he's going through the Doku arc. I don't know if you guys remember when Doku joined. He dribbled while looking down. He never looked up. Never.
Yes.
And apparently he worked out with Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry. That's
and Henry told him to start looking up. Yeah.
Guys, you guys are missing it. You guys are missing it. It's because he went to Ghana. That's why.
Oh, you think so?
I'm just kidding.
No, but the truth is he trained under Thierry Henry in the summer.
Yeah. I genuinely think Dorgu just needs. I don't know which winger would have to put with him to teach him how to cross, but
you need Christian Eriksen to call Christian Bale. Oh no, sorry.
He trained intensively during the summer. Actually, I was seeing videos and I was like, okay, I'm gonna expect a better Dorgu this season. But then
physically, he's good. I think physically he looks good. I think it's just the mental part. Well, he's young.
It's the first season, and he's also 20. Remember?
True. Oh yeah. True.
It's his first season. I mean, he played last season, but he came only in summer, winter. Right?
Actually, I have a question. Shall we maybe start from San Elements?
Yeah,
I mean,
I've been thinking of that.
Oh, yeah.
We've been considering of late. How do you guys rate him?
Oh no, come on.
Not from mistakes.
Come on.
He hasn't been making.
It wasn't. Yeah, no mistakes from him. I'll tell you this, Vinny. If you wanna have the Senna Lomans conversation, I think if Onana or Bayindir are in net for all of these games,
we lose West Ham. We lose so many.
Don't even say it, Andy. Don't even think about it.
He'd have been fired by now, by the way.
Forget about it and don't think about it.
Amorim gets sacked. I think Rasmus
Whoever
Højlund's
comes in.
Man United career has been ruined by Onana.
Yeah,
Right.
honestly.
Rasmus Højlund's Man United career ruined by
Yeah.
Onana
Yeah,
because
I
of the
saw it in your
Champions League.
video as
Remember
well.
the first
Yeah,
season?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Oh,
that's all we need.
No, and here's the thing about Lammens. I don't think you need an excellent keeper if you're going for like fourth. I think you only need an excellent keeper when you're going to win the league.
Yeah.
I think Lammens is good enough right now for a couple of years. And if he and let's be honest, if he improves,
He can get there. Yeah.
He can get there.
So you
We don't
reckon
need-
you reckon maybe in some time to come we need a number one?
I
Someone
think
better than
Maybe
him?
we have to see. We have to see the evidence first.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I'll say this, Vinny. If you want a good comparison, right? Go watch David De Gea in his first 6 months for United.
Oh yeah, horrible.
Oh, I know.
Right?
yeah, it was.
I know the
yeah.
black Ben game always sticks in my mind.
He looked like my cat when somebody new comes into the house. Okay,
I said the black
Dude,
Ben
he was
game.
so cross. He couldn't catch a cross
Yeah,
for
he
like
is.
a whole season.
Yeah.
so
It was
The
Lawman's in his
black Ben
first.
game.
Yeah, Lawman's in his first whatever games he's played so far in first couple of months. I can't remember the last United manager to come in, regardless of how shit or good we're doing. And listen, there's been so much pressure, Vinny. We tend to forget.
Yeah.
If he came in and he was shit as well, where the hell would we be? I don't want to swear, but where the hell would we be? You know what I'm saying? Like we would be sweating bullets here just thinking about the game. As
And again-
nervous as we were going into Wolves, we would be so much worse.
Yeah.
Vinny,
Again,
here's the
one
thing.
thing for him as well that works
Oh.
for him is football is a psychological game, right?
Mm.
The teams have seen how good he is, so they tend not to actually try from any distance. They really want to work it out. As compared to Onana, they would have been trying from everywhere. Where your guy would just be firing the ball into the strikers.
Which is sorry, Ernest, before you join.
No,
but
it's
like,
okay.
yeah, for Vinny,
Ernest,
I honestly believe. Look at how teams attack us now. No one's taking long shots anymore.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why. They actually play to try and they try and create
They
better
rate Lawmans.
chances.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
rate
actually
Lawmans.
realize this isn't an easy guy. There was a point people used to just shoot and the striker would just straight run in. Like there was no it wasn't a play. It was just that's what we're gonna do the whole game.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Go off the second, go off the
Go off
saves,
the
right?
yeah, go off the saves. Yeah.
Ernest, by the way, Ernest requested specifically to come on to speak to Nelson. By the way.
Oh, here we go. All right,
Okay, there we go again. Let's go.
No, he's a fan. He's a fan. He's not digging you out.
Okay.
No, the only thing that we had was the formation thing, but that is gone. Remember, I was the one that said
got
to
receipts
have the
from like 4
conversation
streams
about
ago.
the 4-2-3-1
Yeah.
conversation. Yeah. But with Lammens, you know what? And it's not a coincidence that since Lammens came into the team, that's when we've had a bit of good run. And goalkeepers are very important, and I think that thing took place in the minds of the team because I think because they know that they have someone, and he's so calm. I don't know, he's so calm on the ball. Yes, you can see 1 or 2 mistakes, but he's so calm on the ball that I think even when the team makes a mistake or they just have that belief that there is someone there. He's not perfect, but there is someone there because as Andy said, if it was Onana, I can assure you.
Ernest, is there somebody burping in the background, bro?
I thought it was
He turned around.
Really?
He turned around.
Wait, is it
That
clear
is,
now?
bro.
It sounds like a
As
piano.
long as it's only burping, bro.
Yeah.
Is
Your
it
mic,
clear now?
there's some sort of.
Wait, I think it's my mic. Hold on 1 minute.
I think it's your Bluetooth earbuds.
Yeah, guys, and I think Managerial actually now overtakes Euro in the right center back.
As right center back, yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
We had a conversation
And having
with
intellect.
Andy, and I said Mazraoui should be ahead of Lenioro. And here's the thing about Lammens, by the way, that is going under the radar. He has how many center back partnerships have been in front of him? Like the constant change. Yeah, and the fact that he's actually only we've considered a few, but we haven't considered enough that I would say Lammens is the issue. I think it's a center back partnership. That's something we haven't.
For Nelson, by the way, great point, bro. Great point. What is happening, man? Is there something Like something has changed. I think has your wife
No,
put something else in your food?
here's the thing. I'm being positive now. But if I say Bournemouth,
He's seeing it.
everyone's gonna go whoa. So I'm trying to be calm.
Well, what do you mean? Go for it. What are you gonna say about Bournemouth?
I said the West Ham game I think was gonna be 1-1. It came to 1-1. I thought we were gonna win this game 3-1. I was fully confident. We won 4-1. Bournemouth, I think that's a Semenyo game. I think that's a game you see Semenyo show up. And to me, it's so scary if he decides I'm going to score that game because he's been poor in the last few matches.
Yeah, he hasn't scored or assisted for a long time.
And he just, it's in the writing. He wants a big club to come after him. You think Semenyo's going to suck? Okay.
Only thing I would say is that game is at home. It's not away to Bournemouth. And Bournemouth have the bozo gene in them to play into the team's strengths. You know how they played against Man City at the Etihad?
Yeah.
High line.
Fully opened the pitch up and played a high line like they were prime Barcelona, okay? Against Pep. So if they play that way against us, then I think that plays into our strengths. Like that's the one game state that we always win, right? Where if they come and press us.
But we lose Mazraoui though. That's a big factor.
Is he not playing that game before he leaves?
No, Mazraoui's gone.
No, he's not. Mazraoui's gone.
Because
Morocco have their first game. Morocco have their first game.
Yeah, so it's either we play Lisandro or we play Euro. Or is Delict back by then?
Maybe.
What was the formation when Lisandro came in? It felt like they were like arguing like who's going to play at left center back between Shaw and Euro.
Martinez was in the middle, is what I saw.
First of all, Martinez's legs. I don't know if you saw.
Shaylen says Nelson's blood type has officially changed to B positive. He's got some transfusions. Let's go.
Well, at least let it stay at that because it might turn into O negative.
Yeah.
Tons, man.
By the way, my blood type is A negative for what it's worth, but I'm somehow positive. Anyways, what were we saying? Okay, guys, let's get some man of the match shouts, and maybe since this is my third stream for the day, maybe I'll go out, get a walk in, have some food, and then get ready for the video because I want to put that out. Lots of positivity, right? And I have to go. By the way, tomorrow, guys, I have to go help a friend move. So I won't be live at 1 p.m. I'm going to miss the 1 p.m. show. But that's what we do here, right? Got to stand up for good values in this community, right? Help your friends move, guys. That's what you do, okay? Because this guy's helped me out many times. I got to return the favor. Anyways, Vinny, give us your man of the match, bro.
Mason Mount.
Mason Mount? Nice. He actually, first half wasn't that good from Mount, right? First half wasn't that good, but second half he was good.
In that 10 row, I will always pick Mason Mount ahead of Cunha.
Yeah, Cunha.
Like the performances that Cunha is giving us right now, I will pick Mason Mount. Mount gives you the work rate. It makes it simple. He doesn't overcomplicate it. He has a go in him as well. So at the moment, he's playing with a bit of more purpose and intensity than Cunha is doing. Cunha wants to overcomplicate things. I understand he's a maverick player, but sometimes he needs to just simplify it. And if you have played football before, the most difficult thing to do in football is playing it simple. Not that easy.
Can I give a crazy shout? Has Mason Mount been our best or second best finisher this year?
Oh no, Mbumo, then probably
best
Bruno.
Or second best. Bruno's missed too many chances, bro.
Has he?
Casemiro.
He missed 2 penalties. Those are the highest XG chances you can get.
Oh, true.
Well, we haven't had too many scorers, right? That's the
Yeah, we haven't. That's why.
But given the situation, Mount, you remember his Sunderland finish, gets the cross in from Mbumo.
I think it's
Mbumo
and Mount.
Yeah, it's Mbumo then Mount, right? Because Mbumo has been class. Let's not forget that. And I'm so glad he got the goal today, by the way, because he.
I thought he missed it, guys. I thought he missed it.
That's how shit goals were.
And both those goals can be topped by Kobe Mino because he did the same kind of goal against, I think in one in the FA Cup.
Kobe's got a good finish on him. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I still think Mount is better than Kobe, by the way. Because we also remember his remember that preseason goal Mount scored. Was it this season or the previous season? There was a very good preseason goal that Mount scored. That was like an amazing finish from sort of left hand side of the box. Nelson, you're man of the match.
Bruno, man. I think we're clearly ignoring how many good passes he made that game.
Oh, that
Like
guy is good, man.
he kept that cross ball every single time to Ahmad was insane. I'm a big Bruno fan that game for sure. Yeah.
Mount also had some good passes from deep.
The one pass to Mbumo was nuts. Yeah.
Bruno in the 10. Bruno in the 10, Nelson. Go Bruno.
No. In the 10, which 10? We'll talk. I have to have this conversation with
right then. I think.
No, why would you take Mbumo out?
I thought we were talking about during AFCON.
Oh yeah, okay, AFCON. Yeah, I thought he just meant like. Anyways, I'll tell you what, Nelson. You know what it is with Bruno. I've actually gotten bored talking about him. Right? If you go watch my channel, how many videos have I made talking about Bruno being one of the best central midfielders, being one of our best creators? Last live, I was talking about Mbumo looks knackered by us having to rely on him as our best player for 5 games in a row, right? Because he had a good stretch and then he started looking like, a little bit too leggy and struggling. And Bruno's been doing that for 6 seasons.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look leggy, right? So I'm a little
every season he's been here, he's been carrying the team.
Exactly. So I'm a little tired talking about Bruno. Bruno absolutely is our man of the match. The poll also has Bruno as man of the match. But I guess let's go for a slightly differently labeled question. Who impressed you the most today? Right? Let's talk about it that way. Because Bruno, to be fair, getting 6 goals in a game still, is that really impressive? Because he got the hat trick for for Portugal. Could have had 4 goals in that game on the international break, right? If João Felix passed it back to him. So Bruno has amazing performances in him. I'm not most impressed. So Nelson, I'll come back to you. Who were you most impressed by today?
Heaven yet again. I think we're the last 2 games, Heaven has shown he's got just the right amount of personalities to be the mid center back guy. And I don't know why, but the fact that Amorim trusts him when there's only 2 fullbacks as center backs is rather interesting, because I think he likes Heaven's pace and the fact that he is tall. Kind of
the
helps.
fact that he's 2-footed.
Exactly, and he's a very good passer, by the way. Yeah.
He's 2-footed. I see he's dominant left, right?
Yeah, he's dominant left, but he uses. I was watching that today mostly. How he's moving with the ball.
No,
Nelson, can I give you a crazier shout?
Yeah.
I think he might be better than Euro.
No,
I think there's a chance. Hold on, guys. Hold the phone. I need to clarify my statement. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you in what sense. Right. So far, here's what I've seen.
Are we having the debate?
Yeah.
We can. Hold on. I'm not saying Euro is bad, right? We're talking about 2 extremely talented 19-year-old center backs. Everyone agrees here?
Yeah.
Extremely high ceiling. Correct. And I'm talking about picking hairs between the 2 of them. And I'm telling you right now, based on what I'm seeing, right? What I have seen. Listen, Euro, we paid 50 million for him, one of the highest rated center backs to come out of France. Real Madrid wanted him. And that's actually the reason why we're paying him like 135,000 pounds a week or something. He's on extremely high wage. Specific traits that I've seen from Heaven that I'm not seeing from Euro yet. When he's tussling with an attacker that's trying to get past him, Heaven uses his arms really well to try to stay ahead of the other defender. He doesn't get out-muscled in that way, right? I saw it against Callum Wilson in the West Ham game, where it looked like there was a point where Wilson had turned on him, and he used his arm, didn't foul him, got ahead of him. So physicality, I think Heaven's looking better than Euro. What did we see from Euro? The Everton game. Hold on. Just give me a second. Give me a second. The Everton game, we had Dewsbury Hall, right? Euro was on Dewsbury Hall, and he got away from him way too easily, right? He didn't show enough physicality there. And I've seen it from Euro before. The second thing, and my biggest concern with Euro so far, again, I'm not saying ceiling, I'm not saying potential, I'm saying what I've seen so far.
Yeah.
The passing seems to be much more assured on the ball, much more composed than Euro is.
I give that to you. That is the only. That is
so
the
where all these reactions I got looks like I'm making
no. Oh, we have points.
Andy, I think the passing aspect is the only thing that Heaven does better than Euro.
Well,
in terms
only
of
this
in terms
one
of defending.
Physicality though.
when Euro
Physicality
came
so
to
far.
team.
Euro is more
They will
physical than.
complement each other eventually.
No,
Yeah.
they will. They
No,
will. They
we,
will.
we
Yeah,
know,
of
we
course,
know,
yeah.
but we are just kind of
Just
being
having a
playing
debate.
the
Yeah,
devil's
just for
advocate.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apart from the passing aspect, Euro actually outplays him in every skill set.
I agree.
He's good in the air than him.
Mhm.
He has a very good tackle, and
Mhm.
Euro actually presses better than Heaven. Every press from Heaven is a foul, and I
And
saw
Euro
that in
carries
the
the
West
ball.
Ham game.
But he's just,
I'll disagree with you on one thing. The physicality is also one thing that Heaven's better than Euro in. Right?
No.
Yes,
you
No.
and I'll tell you. In fact, I'll give Euro credit. I'll give Euro the credit.
He has
And
improved.
I mean physicality is the going into the tussling with the defender. I think Euro actually doesn't know he's 6'3" and a beast. Someone needs to tell Euro that he's a big guy. That he can go muscle some defenders, because you see the likes of Tarkovsky, how they give one into Xerxes. I don't see him doing that, right?
Yeah.
Euro is actually much better than Heaven in terms of the progressive carrying. He's much better with the ball at
He's
his feet,
faster,
dribbling. He's
too.
much better, right?
Yeah.
So just I'm saying, based on everything I've seen so far, I think there's a slight inch forward on Aiden Heaven. We need to see more. I'm not giving. This is not the verdict, the final verdict.
But
I'm just
Andy,
saying maybe a little bit.
The reason why I say Euro is better is because one, we see Euro playing in the harder position, right centre back.
He plays across all the three positions.
Yes, he
All
can
the
play
three.
all three. And we saw when Heaven
Yeah,
played
yeah.
left centre back, he wasn't as good.
Yeah.
And then
Which game?
secondly, oh no,
Yeah, but
we're
he
talking like
was
last
that,
season.
that game
We're
he
talking
got
like last
injured,
season.
was really
He
good.
wasn't
So
that
we
good.
haven't seen the evidence. This
haven't
game he
seen
came
this-
on in the Brighton game, and
Yes.
he was
The
good in that
Brighton
game.
game, yeah.
Yeah, but the reason
But
why
Heaven cannot play at the right centre back. He cannot.
We don't know yet.
well, he hasn't played.
Yeah, well, if the coach would have tried him if he.
Yeah.
I don't think
Well,
he
the
can.
coach would have. Well, hold on. Then Euro can't play central center back, because otherwise he would have played him
Oh, he
over
did.
Heaven.
He did.
He
did.
In
play-
the
he did-
second
he
half,
did-
he
did
started
play-
Heaven though. He started
but
Heaven.
he did play against West Ham after having a yellow card, right?
Yeah, but today he started Heaven again over Euro.
I understand because of his development, which is also, we need to think about Aiden's
By the way, this is a
development.
positive conversation. I'm
course,
appreciating
of
this,
course,
just
of
so the
course,
guys
yeah,
know
of
in the
course.
chat.
Arguing
Having-
two of our best young players.
Exactly,
is a good thing.
exactly, yeah, yeah.
No one's ever going to debate that.
Yeah.
But
I
no,
think
but the
for his
reason why
development, right, he needs to be, be tried and tested, right, in any road that he.
I'll make my last point. I'll make my
Okay, go
last
ahead.
point about Heaven over Euro. Maybe some of the people have seen the members only video, but I'm not like holding it back. I'll tell you what I saw, right? I went to the Crystal Palace game. I found 4 examples in the first half where De Ligt had the chance to pass it forward and he refused to pass it forward. You look at De Ligt's numbers, he's in the 8th percentile or something like that for progressive passing. Okay, according to FBref.
Yeah, he's
and
horrible.
Maguire is in the 34th percentile. So both our central center backs are horrible at that. What I saw from Heaven today, he got pressed on the ball. He seemed a little bit more press resistant than Euro as well. He didn't seem to. You saw that yellow card that Strand Larsen got. He waited and waited and waited for him to come on to him, and then he released the ball. And that type of tactical, I don't want to say tactical, that composure on the ball. That awareness and composure on the ball is what I've seen that was like, wow, okay. If Euro had that, I think we would see him a lot further in his progression. That's where Euro needs to improve a lot, because those are the soft skills that separate like a great center back from a good center back.
But I hate when the English media use this word, but I'm gonna have to use this for Euro. Euro's a mercurial defender.
Yeah.
Where he has the aura. He has literally every single thing you want in a good centre back.
Yeah.
Euro has it. Heaven shows me signs of like Carvalho and the Chelsea one, where he's nasty, but it's like a good kind of nasty. Where
But hold on, but he's
Heaven
more
commits the
cultured
penalty,
than that.
whilst Euro doesn't.
The passing, though, hold on. The passing is so cultured from Heaven, man. I don't want to take the
no. Well, I'm not
and
saying
Euro
that-
should be much better with his passing. If you're
Correct.
saying he's mercurial, passing in today's game, one of the most important, I'd say top 2. You still need to know how to defend, but your passing is what makes you, right? In fact, Van Dijk is his take to fame is all about his passing.
Cross pass.
The reason why I like Euro
Not really.
is
I mean, really.
sorry, go on, Evan. No, go on.
No, just I don't think Van Dijk is only about his passing. I mean, just his way of defending, it might be made fun of right now, but I think he has been he hasn't been the greatest.
Anyways, we don't want to talk about Liverpool players.
Let's go.
Liverpool content, and that's
Andy,
the way.
I think
That's fair. That's fair.
The passing aspect and the ball handling aspect is the only thing that Euro actually outweighs.
But that's such an important point.
I know.
Vinny. That's my.
I know,
that's
but he's still developing, right? You remember the game against Southampton?
Both of them are.
You remember the game against Southampton against Kamaldeen? You saw how he roasted Euro. After that game, Euro has developed so much.
Yeah.
No, he has.
Especially in duel. And I'll give you one example, right? There is this one tackle he made at Anfield.
Yeah, I know.
Against Cody
last season, yeah.
Do you think
again, Vinny, let me ask you a different question, right? Again, this is all love and peace to Euro. If someone's sending him a clip of this, he's gonna think I'm a hater. But I'm just saying, do you think if we flipped around the purchase price of Heaven and Euro, if we had bought Heaven for 50 million instead of Euro for 50 million, you think Heaven gets a lot more opportunities in this team over Euro?
Yeah,
because I think it's a thing of like we have purchased somebody who's going to be the next big thing. So the team also invests in him a little bit more, right? So everyone that's saying, oh, he's playing the harder position, he's playing right center back. I think we see Heaven playing a lot more if he was the same price as Euro. And my only point is for being
more first team under his belt than Aiden.
Yeah, that's the reason why Euro is
for being 4% of the price. Of Euro, is that correct? 2 over 50, is that 4%? I've been live for too long.
125, yeah.
Yeah, it's 4%. Yeah, for being 4% of the price and like 10% of the wages or whatever he must be. Like I am seeing so much from Heaven. I think this is more maybe a conversation of how good our recruitment has been. Because let's be honest, even the fact that he's involved in the same conversation as Euro, that you guys are entertaining it. And you didn't just leave the stream because I was talking nonsense, tells you that we've done well with this guy. And I'm so excited, man. Let's leave it at that.
I see Avon has something to say.
No, it's because I mean I've learned from you guys, because when Lenny Euro came last year to us, I remember there was this game where I think it was against Everton or Leicester, where it was in the opposition box, the ball was curving up, he caught the ball, did a Cruyff turn, passed the ball. In those couple of games, his passing was good. Everyone was hyping, he's, that's why we bought it. That's why he was, Real Madrid was after him. Yes, he has dropped off, but again, he's a young player. He's going to develop. I think the partnership is going to be made that, we see that Amorim is putting Aiden Heaven in this center mid. That means it's going to be not De Ligt there. I think he sees Aiden Heaven there, apparently.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Heaven has shown me enough in these last 2 games that I actually think we need one center back less than I thought we did before these last 2 games. In terms of hold on, Nelson, and I'm saying that I'll give you my point.
Take your time.
I thought we needed 2 left center backs and 2 central center backs, right? Because I thought Hayden was only going to be a backup option, whereas now I think we need 3 out of 4. That's all I'm saying. So instead of he could be one of the left center back rotations moving forward. I'm pretty confident.
With Maguire leaving or without Maguire leaving?
No, so my point is we need to upgrade on Maguire, De Ligt, Shaw, and Martinez.
Yeah.
Right? Those 4 we need to upgrade on. I'm just saying.
Okay. I actually think, and this is the person who argues against the 3-4-2-1, remember. I actually think Lisandro Martinez is someone who he will be our best centre back once he's integrated into this team.
That's for sure. Even
today, I agree with that, but he's too prone. He's too injury prone. That's the problem.
Yeah, he is too injury prone. That's fair.
That's the only reason I'm saying that. I'm not saying his ability. I think he'll be our best center back. Absolutely. In fact, the thing that I criticize De Ligt for is the thing that Martinez
is good at. Yeah.
Right.
I think he's better than everyone, we're on the same page. In our back line.
Like he's clear. Like so much better than
he is. He is clear.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I'll go a step further. It's almost like Amorim, when he was designing his system, he had Lisandro Martinez.
He had Lisandro in his. Yeah, I genuinely think he did though.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, Ernest, give us your. Who did you say your man of the match was?
Heaven, but there is someone that wants a good shout that I haven't heard you mention it. Zexy, when he came on, I don't know if I was the only one that saw them. I think it was a very good tactical plan when he came on, because he did everything so right, holding on to the ball, just taking the pressure off the team.
He should learn how to shoot. He should learn how to shoot.
I was you know what? I was impressed, and to be honest, I was surprised that he didn't start the match. And I wanted him on earlier, but when he came on, the 1-2 link-up play, holding on to the ball, taking on the man, I was very impressed with him. And I'm surprised you, executive, and didn't, unless I missed it, but you didn't mention it today. But I was impressed with Zexi as well. The 12.
No, I was surprised that he didn't start, but it also might be a fitness thing, to be honest. So we don't really know what the reason was exactly. But Xerxes, I'll say this to give him credit. When we're ahead in games, I know his finishing is a problem and all that. When we're ahead in games, he's so calm in terms of helping us out to keep possession and all that. And I thought he did that well today. So from that perspective, we can give him his flowers. Oven, go on, finish us off, man. I gotta go.
Yeah. Okay. For me, I would like to call out the underdogs. For me, Mazraoui was good in the first and second half till he got substituted. I think Mount was good in the second half. I would give Mazraoui. There was some really tricky moments in the first half when Wolves was getting some momentum, and yeah, he made some good interceptions. Yeah, I would call Mazraoui.
Nice, awesome, cool guys. Huge stream. In this stream alone, I've been live for 4 hours and 19 minutes because I'm using an RTMP server. And what's it called? I think there was a 2-minute break between those two, and then I was live for an hour and a half before that. So this is approaching 6 hours. I'm 10 minutes shy of 6 hours. So please drop a like on the stream. I'll be coming out with a video. If it's it has to be today because I'm going to help the guy out tomorrow for moving. So good luck to me. I'm going to be sitting for much longer. Maybe I can get a masseuse tomorrow with the memberships that you guys purchased, man. So thank you so much. Appreciate you guys coming in. Vinny, great shots as always. Nelson, Ernest, Oven.